Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Hope you guys are having a great Tuesday morning. We've almost made it through the slowest month of the year. We're almost through May. I told you guys business was going to start to pick up once we get into June and July on the recruiting trail. But we're going to kick things off tonight because we are on commit watch for three-star interior offensive lineman Antoni Cade Aguimoro. Dropped his top six back on April the 21st. He said Tennessee, Oklahoma, North Carolina, Kansas State, Oregon State, and Missouri are those top six teams. Took an official visit to Knoxville back on May the 30th. Came out of that visit saying the Vols really helped themselves a lot. He's going to make that decision tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So we're going to go live 7:15 p.m. Eastern time. Myself, Coach Jay, you know what we're going to do. Coach Jay is going to break down a little film. We're going to talk about the recruitment of Antoni Aguimoro, and we're going to take you all the way up to that live decision at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We will stream it right here on the channel, so make sure you guys come hang out for that. But we'll take a look at the profile here. Again, a three-star interior offensive lineman, and I know the song and dance by now, three-star you, here we go, not good enough. I'm a stargazer. If they're not a five-star, I don't care. But the thing I like about Antoni Aguimoro is he is raw. He's new to football. He moved from North Carolina to Oklahoma because of his father's military responsibilities, but at White Oak High School in North Carolina before the move, he showed up as a basketball player. He made the move to football the summer before his sophomore season. Now, take notice of this. He started off on defense. He added 60 pounds of mass. Then he made that move over to offensive tackle. So 2023, last year, his junior season was his first time ever playing offensive line. Now, here he is as a three-star recruit. He's got North Carolina, Oklahoma, Kansas State, Oregon State, Missouri, and Tennessee in his top six, and he's a kid that's only played 1 year of football on the offensive line. Sign me up for that. 6'5", 290 pounds, again, out of Oklahoma after moving from North Carolina. He's a top 500 prospect. But you go look at his, not really a scouting report. This is what his high school coach at White Oak High School had to say about Antoni Aguimoro. Said he's an amazing young man. He's a leader. His work ethic is second to none. He shows up. He gives you his best every day. He's very, very coachable. He says, I think his aggressiveness is a big part of the college attraction to him. Guys that age, that big, and that athletic normally aren't super aggressive. Fortunately for us, when he steps between the lines, he's every bit as aggressive as you can imagine. He's going to project probably to guard or center because of arm length. He's 6'5", but has a 6'6" wingspan. And a lot of the teams at the high-end ACC Power 5 level, they like a 6'9" wingspan. Said he's really, really good at zone blocking and run blocking, which you really love to have from your interior guys. Now, he took his official visit, said he sat down with his family, wrote down the pros, wrote down the cons from each visit. He wants to see how he fits into not only the football side of things, but also academically. The thing he likes about Tennessee, says they were one of the first schools to recruit him. They've kept it real ever since. There's no fake vibes. Everything is straight up. He also loves his relationship with Coach Ellerby, Coach KP, and also Coach Josh Heupel as well. So that's Antoni Aguimoro. Again, that decision coming tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So we're going to go live around 7:15 p.m. and we're going to take you all the way up to that decision. So make sure you come join us for that. Now we're going to move over. We're going to talk about a wide receiver. A 4-star wide receiver has set his commitment date. He is nearing a decision. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it, but you guys know what you got to do. I need you to do me a favor. The YouTube stuff, hit the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. We got a busy week that you don't want to miss out. Tonight, 7:15. Tomorrow night, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. It's a live film breakdown. It's Coach Rice versus Rocky Top Tom in a #1 contendership match. The winner will go on to face Coach Jay Thursday night, 6:30. NCAA night. We're going to have a good time talking all things Tennessee football. You don't want to miss any of that stuff, so make sure you click that bell for notifications. It'll let you know every single time we go live. We say it all the time. For the fans, by the fans, we're also fan-funded. If you like the content here, whether that be the live streams, the community aspect, the videos every day, whatever it is you like, think about hitting that join button. You can become a member of the channel for just $1 a month. You get custom Talkin VAWLS emojis. You get a power T beside your name in the chat, but you are supporting this channel, and we would greatly appreciate that. All right, enough plugs and shills. Let's get back into it. 4-star wide receiver Travis Smith is set to announce his commitment on July the 13th. He tells Chad Simmons he will choose between Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, and Tennessee. Now, Travis Smith, 6'3.5", 200 pounds out of Atlanta, Georgia. He's a top 100 guy, ranked 92nd nationally, according to the On3 industry rankings. On3 themselves have him pretty high. They've got him 59th nationally. But again, the size, 6'3.5", 200 pounds. I like that, because it kind of shows you that Cedric Tillman type body, that Brew McCoy type body, his frame. He's going to be able to add another 10 to 15 pounds. So he's that wide receiver that you see in Cedric Tillman or Brew McCoy as well. But he's going to make that decision. It's a big boy battle, right? Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, and Tennessee. I'm going to show some highlights from him and go through a scouting report from 247 Sports. But let me get the highlights up on the screen, let you guys take a look at him, and you can break it down in the comments what you like about his game. This is a scouting report from Hudson Standish. He's a 247 Sports national analyst. Says prototypical outside receiver, built measuring 6'4", 200 pounds on multiple occasions with a plus wingspan. Goes on to say that he has proven to be a matchup nightmare on the outside on Friday nights and combine settings against top-tier defensive backs, as he can climb the ladder in contested catch scenarios and attack all areas of the field with an expanded route tree. Says he does not possess an elite top-end gear to separate from quicker defensive backs, but has a knack for separating late while tracking the ball in the air. Says crafty route runner at all three levels who can sink his hips with ease or use subtle head and body movement to cause defenders to guess incorrectly. At this stage of the evaluation process, Smith profiles as one of the higher floor wideouts in the country and one of the better pass catchers from the Deep South. Has a chance to contribute immediately at the Power 4 level, but must continue working on separating earlier in his routes to realize long-term NFL draft upside. But again, you got to, this is going to be a big boy recruiting battle, and we'll kind of go through some of that. A lot of people think he is heading to Georgia, and there's a couple of crystal ball predictions over at 247 Sports. One of those predictions is coming from Steve Wiltfong. Now, Matt Ray just last night said it's been Tennessee and Georgia for months. So again, top four, he includes Alabama and Auburn. Matt Ray saying it's been Tennessee and Georgia for months, but he says, I don't feel any differently now, but I'd watch Alabama down the stretch. Georgia's going to squeeze him when he's on his official visit. As long as he makes it to campus for his official, the Vols do have a real shot, in my opinion. Now, here's a quote from Travis Smith. Said, this is a huge time for me at this time going into the visits. Each school has an equal chance. Says, I know a lot about the schools, I know about their offenses, and I feel like I know all about the football side of things. He says, these official visits will show me who cares about me, my family, how we would be treated, and things like that. I will have a lookout for the family side of things and what the overall culture is like. That will be the most important on these visits. So he's going to be visiting Georgia first, May the 31st. Do they put the squeeze on him? Do they put the pressure on him? What does that really mean? Does that mean trying to get a silent commit? Does that mean trying to get him to fully jump in the boat and shut down? No more official visits. Take that visit to Georgia, make the commitment then. Don't go all the way up to your scheduled commitment, because he's supposed to be at Auburn on the 7th, June the 7th, Alabama on June the 14th, and then the final visit. Tennessee gets the final visit on June the 21st. Now, Austin Price over at VolQuest said Georgia will be tough to beat, but it's not over. Now, what does he like about each team? This is what Travis Smith said about Alabama. Said it's about the true history at Alabama. You can't go wrong with the history and the culture at Alabama. All they do is expect to win. Coach Kalen DeBoer put Washington in the national championship. Now he's at Alabama in the SEC and will continue to win at a high level. That is what Alabama does. As far as Auburn goes, said it's the combination of religion and football at Auburn. I've talked to many of the guys from Atlanta area that have gone to Auburn. They told me how the coaches there have made them better men and players. That is important to me. I'm a Christian, so religion is big, and Auburn has a great combination of that and football. I like that kind of people that are there and where the program is going. The Georgia Bulldog says Georgia's been real from the beginning. They will talk to me about my flaws, how I can improve, how real they have been. Has always stood out to me. The people at Georgia are real and genuine. That is what makes them different. I love the quote about Tennessee. Sounds very, very, very familiar. If you remember what Velus Jones said about this offense, said, what receiver wouldn't want to play in Tennessee's offense? He says, I've been up there to see the stats. I've sat in meetings. I know the offensive scheme. Those things are big for me. They throw the ball. They get the ball to their playmakers, and that has Tennessee high on my list. So, again, he will make that decision coming up on July the 13th. He'll choose between Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, and Tennessee. We'll see how the official visits go. Can Tennessee shoot their shot on their official visit and lock down the 4-star wide receiver? You look at the board, And you're starting to kind of scratch your head a little bit. Going into this thing, we're talking about Jamie French, Caleb Cunningham, Derek Meadows. Some of these guys no longer an option. Is Jamie French trending away? Where's Caleb Cunningham? Derek Meadows, the coaching staff canceled his official visit. Cameron Sparks, what's going on with Cam Sparks? In-state wide receiver, 4-star prospect. Austin Price last week said not doing anything there. What does that mean, not doing anything there? So we'll continue to watch it. I've said it a million times. I'm always going to be confident with this coaching staff in the wide receiver position. It's just not going to be something that I stress about. But let's talk about it in the comments. Live stream tonight, 7:15 p.m. Eastern time. Hope to see you guys in the chat. Go check out the Talkin VAWLS merch, bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. That link's in the description below. Shout out to all you members of the channel. Appreciate all the love and support. You guys are what give me the opportunity to do this every single day. So thank you for that. But that is going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name's Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.